Hello, people of God. Welcome to the Let's Keep Our Education Catholic podcast. I am Sister Augustine Ambata. In this episode, moving forward, I will be discussing the realities of Catholic schools in the 21st century. I think the dynamics of the 21st century have necessitated rethinking and reviewing the structural landscape of Catholic school education. It's been a season of learning and growth for Catholic schools. Several academic programs in higher education have been created to advance learning in Catholic schools, and continuously arguments and questions are raised about the purpose of Catholic school education. And in most Catholic schools, the purpose has practically shifted to a more academic-centered one. So the 21st century, in my opinion, has put everything into perspective, but I can't say if it is a proper perspective or not, but I know that even our Catholic values are preempted by secular views. So the landscape of moral formation has, in recent times, accelerated speedily to a skewed social formation. In this century, the attacks from government and state agencies on Catholic schools have really increased, even though many of these government officials are product of Catholic schools. Also, some political ideologies are now very suspicious of the purpose of Catholic school education. So in this century, the spiritual, moral, and social teaching of Catholic Church have been seen as an obstacle to the progress of sexual relations, sexual identities, and reproductive rights. So Catholic school education have been consistently challenged to align their curriculum to secular views. Catholic school educators also, majority of them are now tasked with shifting teaching approaches to support the ideas of secularism in the name of meeting the demands of the 21st century learning. Speaking of which, the phrase meeting the demands of the 21st century or meeting the test of time, it seems to be the most influential and frequently used. It almost resonates in every argument and contest. And once you include them in your argument, your views and perspective become relevant. Even when the user neither implement them nor understand their implications, once you use them, you are definitely making sense. These are beautiful phrases, by the way. But then you ask yourself, what are the demands of the 21st century? So they include critical thinking, digital literacy, multicultural knowledge and understanding, enhancement of communication, creativity, social skills, global awareness, ethical behaviors, and others. So they represent our understanding of the needs of time. They represent an adapting educational system, our ability to develop critical skills, to be able to support the current situations and contexts, that are diverse in a variety of ways. But then, we as Catholic educators, we should understand that our ability to meet the test of time is a multifaceted approach that involves various aspects of our educational system. Even in our effort to meet the demands of the 21st century, you can agree with me that on overall, student enrollment has rapidly declined, and a good number of Catholic schools, especially in the Western Hemisphere, have closed down. In some contexts, such as Africa, there is a pendulum swing between a focus on Catholic education and a restricted focus on academics. Everywhere, crisis of identity. But despite these challenges, some Catholic schools and Catholic school educators have remained resilient. There are advocacy groups insisting on preserving the structures and purposes. There has been increased research focusing on the educational opportunities within Catholic schools. Yeah, I think we still have a lot of tasks ahead of us. We still have a lot to do because the 21st century came with unique challenges. Yeah, obviously, we know we inherited a Catholic education system which was born in the labor pains of recognized saints and many other unrecognized Catholic educators. And the years have also given us pains of struggles against internal as well as external negatives, which is nothing new in the long history of the Catholic Church, right? So just like all these people who made these contributions, while we focus on the present, we must have a vision for the future. And that is where you come in. So share your thoughts and let me know what you think about Catholic schools in the 21st century. And feel free to share this on your accounts or to any group that you belong to. We have to advocate for a better Catholic school education and the future of our children in our efforts to keep our education Catholic. Thank you and God bless you.